Our brethren are already in the field. Why stand we here idle? What is it the gentlemen wish? What would they have? Is life so dear, or peace so sweet? Has to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery? Forbid it, Almighty God. I know not what cost others. As for me, give me liberty, or give me death.
Hey, Shadowhawk.
Hey, how you doing, Rick?
New job's kicking my ass, apparently. I mean, please tell Rex that it is unacceptable. We pay good money for all time streams. On time streams. Okay.
All right, Gable. We'll take it off your bill.
Rex is just super excited about Devil Flyer versus Fembat. He can't leave the bed.
Oh, that's exciting.
I'm glad the phone at least vibrates. That woke me up.
Was that what got you? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad it went through this time. Half the time it gives me the "you're not in service." I got to call 3-4 times before it goes through. I don't know why.
Yes, running late. How about you, Shadowhawk? Did you get all your running around done?
Yeah, got most everything done today. Got a couple of steaks for dinner, getting a little marinated right now. Gonna throw them on the grill in a little bit. Wait for Mama Hawk to get home.
Nice, yeah.
Found a couple of cool things at the local antique store. I just happened to pop into. We had one that just recently opened. Found some cool old collectibles there, a couple of things. And I got a package in the mail today, a nice surprise from a good friend of ours.
Cool. You're going to have to show some of that momentarily.
Yeah. And I got a chance to test out the laptop, make sure StreamYard is working and everything. I did realize, though, since I have to show stuff to you guys, I don't have my webcam set up yet for my laptop, so I'm still going off the phone for today.
Well, you'll get there, just like me here eventually.
Yeah.
Nobody showed up yesterday. Why should I show up today?
Hey, no attitude, mister.
I know. Well, we did get like 30 views yesterday.
Well, see, and you could hardly say nobody.
Well, it was 19 when we left, so we picked up 11. Right.
Got some rewatching going.
Rewatch. Thank you, rewatches. You saved the video. If you missed the day before, you missed a great stream.
Oh, yeah.
With Justin and Ryan close out, Dillard and Shadowhawk, myself, and Mike Barron.
And Mr. Barron showed up. Yes,
missed it.
And Justin Beaumont was here for a bit as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We
Very
always
cool.
we always try and have a good show, regardless if we oversleep or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, our jobs are kicking our ass right now. Legit, you had great guests and a good stream yesterday. Don't Flyer Momentum. Thank you. We tried.
Okay.
Uh, it was day before that we had Mike Barron on. Yeah, a
Yeah.
couple episodes ago. Please tell Rex that this is unacceptable and we pay good money for the on time streams. Okay. I have yet to get the money. If I was getting paid for this, and since I've come on,
That's
two
right.
people
He's getting paid.
left
He might be on time.
to the counter. I think this counter is wrong. I mean, Eric and Boyd and Gable Penny shot. Well, I don't know. He says he's always here in Lark.
Oh, hey, Mike. Don't know if you're still here.
40, whatever. Yeah, a day before. Yep. But yeah, yesterday's stream was pretty good too. I don't know. It's Friday. Now it's Saturday. So, time marches on. Yeah, we got to talking after the well, it really wasn't the Rex Nixon Apex show.
Did you give him Daisy?
Was that Daisy or your child?
No, it's Daisy. There was siren
I
going
think
by.
you secretly feed your children raw meat and you're all werewolves.
Hey, no doxing.
Oh, okay.
The reason
I tried to honor that the other day with Warren Zevon, but he saved me from a strike. So,
there.
Werewolves. Although it would be Werewolves of Chicago. What's going on in Chicago? Do y'all had a storm or something cut through there?
Yeah. They actually had a tornado go through like the outskirts of the city the other day.
That's what I heard. Wild. Besides the doggy. Hey, Black Hat.
Yeah, usually, Chicago itself doesn't really get hit with tornadoes. It, seems to go in the suburbs.
I know that was weird. I heard that on the news. I said, Chicago, what?
Yeah. I heard about it the next morning. I didn't know nothing about it that night. I was sleeping like a baby to the storm. And, I heard about it on the radio on my way to work the next morning. I was like, ooh, well, that doesn't sound great. And pretty populated areas for a tornado to be flying through. I haven't heard any numbers on people getting hurt or anything.
Thank you, Anna. She might not be in here, but I noticed on Twitter she retweeted this show here. We had on Anna on the Rex Hex and Apex show today.
That's my doggy Daisy.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
I was just going to check. Was I a good boy or a bad boy? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Here we go, Rex. Storms will start.
Damn it. I meant to put Black Hat's YouTube and I just didn't. I was kind of a quickie. I didn't put as many references today. Oh, I see. Oh, looking out the window. So cool.
Yeah, that's her spot. I got her little bed sits right there in front of the window. She just sits there, rests her head on the windowsill and watches, people go by.
And get that sun, yeah. It feels good, nice and warm.
Mm-hmm.
I have yet to let
Abby been doing that since she was a puppy in that window, man. She's like, that's her spot.
Well, there you go. I mean, they'll pick their spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most will. Ryan James in the house. I got a hit notification bell on the other show.
And on the other, huh?
I don't know. That didn't make a lot of sense, but I'll go with it. Sure.
Hey, Tree Goblin.
Tree Goblin.
Oh, Ryan. No, you should be good, sir, and I will get you again next Friday or Saturday.
That Gorgo will be yours. Yeah, well, I mean, after the show, I said, hey, you got a little bit of time to talk, and voice recognition, damn you. Octagon says.
Bonjour, Anna. Good to see you again.
Hey, Anna, I thank you for sharing the show out on Twitter. I noticed that. I appreciate that. Yeah, I in Apex after the show with lovely Anna, all the way from France. Bonjour. And Timothy Olsen joined us too, which was nice.
Oh, yeah.
We got to talking about well, let's see, who was it? It was somebody in the chat said something, and it perked an idea up for me. Thank you for inviting me. No problem, Anna. Would you like to join us here? I don't know that you have ever had you on my channel. I'd like everybody to have a look at you, Anna, and show your video. Have you got time to come on? I know it's late over there in France where you're at. Just for a minute, and then you can go. Hopefully, I had a good dinner. She had to go. She was starting to get hungry, as often.
Very nice. Well, she's in France. I'm sure she could find good dinner somewhere.
Yeah. I said, what is the best thing that in France? And she said, cheese. They make wonderful cheese there. Can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Orion says, sounds great. Right now, I cannot, but for next time, yeah. Okay, good. Awesome. Black Cat says you can have your list of links permanently posted. I know I need to figure out how to do that. Every time you upload by going to settings, default description in YouTube. So yeah, I need to do that. I need to do that. Definitely. I kind of like doing it by hand selection, every time, but it does take time. I will try that though, Black Cat.
Yeah.
I can have my permanent ones, and then I think I can add others to it as I wish. But I can have certain ones permanently in there that always go in there, like your YouTube and usually get Eric and Boyd's Mr. Muck. Now, see, the first thing that came in my mind was Mr. Yuck. I don't know why. Hey, Diggs. Diggs joining us from Twitch.
Well, hello, Diggs.
Lurker. You can put your friends' links in your books you have for sale. Yes.
Yep, I'll be getting there, Black Hat. Now that I'm laptop equipped, I just gotta learn how to use all my new options.
I have my shorts on, so I have a lot of leg showing, and this mosquito is trying to feast on me. I have a little vampire trying to. I'm being attacked by a vampire. Help me! Speaking of vampires, Fembat is a vampire. And I thought I had the ideal from today's stream. Why not take the principal characters, Devil Flyer and Fembat, and pit them against each other? Instead of doing what we had talked about before, which was using Madam X and Silver Boa and other characters, that would be, why not just simplify it and do two principal characters and maybe something later. I know he was wanting to do Sea Demon and he was wanting to do, but I think this will satisfy, Apex. So, hey, Carrie. Hey, Doc. All right, I'm going to drop the link in the chat, and anybody wants to join us, they can.
Hey, Doc. Hello, Carrie. Oi, Savaloy, Carrie.
Oi, Savaloy. There we go. I think that means, gee, you have a big sausage. Either that or you're just happy to see me. I'm just saying. No one's ever clarified that for me. And the first in, sliding in to home is Doc. Hey, Doc.
Good afternoon.
This job is kicking my ass, Doc. I overslept by about 15 minutes, but Shadowhawk saved me. It's
I
a
got
different league each time, Anna.
sometimes
Yeah,
Shadow has to
the
sleep.
link I just dropped is the one you would need to get on. Uh, I
I
still
like it too.
have
Gotta read into it.
Anna's link here. Oh no, that's for the Apex show. Why I want that?
It's
I've
good to
already
see
done
you.
that show.
Good to
Yeah,
see everybody.
I don't
Uh,
get to
always good to
sleep
see
in.
you, Doc. What you
Uh,
been up to, my friend?
oh, working on a page today, and I took my computer to the
yeah.
shop to have him open it up and look if physically I had the slots to get the RAM I need to do digital work, and I do.
Oh,
So
very cool.
he's ordered the
Oh,
RAM that I need. I'll take it in Monday, and I'll be able to do all my own edits and lettering, and I
You
won't
gonna
be at
get
the
like
mercy.
a upgraded video card and all that for your or
Well,
graphics card?
I've got a good GPU. I've got a good motherboard. Got a powerful processor. I just didn't have the RAM because of the lightning strike. So,
Gotcha.
so now I'll have that. And Anthony's sending me his old drawing tablet, so I will at least be able to
cool.
do some basic edits.
Awesome.
Oh, very cool.
I noticed you did a draw stream with Rich and Pops.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's cool that you're
yeah.
able to turn your camera down to
No, I'm not.
oh, you're not?
No, I sit.
That was Rich's. That was
Yeah,
Rich's. I was
yeah.
thinking.
I sit here and draw, and then I hold it up to the camera and go, "Oh, look, mommy."
I know. I had to get I had to get a setup for that. Where I can.
Yeah. Now I can set up and do my live paints, but that's using the one camera. I can't go back and forth.
I know. I may just have to get another setup. In another room. I don't know.
Come and knock on my door.
We have been waiting for you.
The shower is back there, boys and girls, in case you don't know.
Oh yeah, it's back here in mint condition.
Rexus
I have never used this shower.
Well, we've always said that Rex is either streaming from a luxury bathroom with all those shelves in there,
Yeah.
or he installed a shower in his studio, which is a great idea. So
My
way.
father actually made a couple of these shelves unit, this one and that one.
Nice,
there.
Nice.
Yeah, he made those. One for me and one for my brother.
Now you got to show anyone who hasn't seen it over your shoulder. The
shower right
There's
here.
a shower stall. Now that's a working shower.
Yeah, it is. Yep. It works.
I've had got an industrial garbage disposal for a drain. Ooh, we're supposed to talk about that.
And there is a bathroom on the wall here behind it. So there's a half bathroom. There's not a full bathroom on the two bathrooms that are side by side. It's weird, There's like two room, a small bedroom, and what they were using was a white red. I have a black and white laminated checkered floor that they with mirror on one wall. It was like a weight room or something, a workout room.
I see.
That they were using it for. And then the main, what you would call where I put most of my collectibles, but then the weight room's full of collectibles too. And the smallest bedroom I use is the bedroom.
I see.
All the rest are devoted to collectibles. Kind of like this room.
Now, Eric appropriately points out that's the Threes Company time travel shower stall.
Yes, you will wind up on places like Fantasy Island, Love Boat. And if you go way back, what was the dating thing with the heart?
The dating game.
Was it the dating game? Okay.
Yeah. And do you remember, let's go back even further in the Wayback Machine. Love American style.
Yes, that's the one I'm thinking of. Love American style. Oh, yeah,
Do it in the red,
All
white,
right,
and blue. Ooh, ooh.
yeah, yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
used to hate that when it would come
No, I
on.
loved it. I
I
loved it. I
hated
was
it.
What?
so
Love
young.
American
I
Style?
was a kid. I
Yeah,
loved it. Why
Yeah, it
did you
was.
hate
I
it?
was
The
a little
music?
young for it, so but
it would come on just randomly.
Hmm.
They were
yeah,
just like little 5 minute sketches that would just
yeah.
Yeah.
come on
Sometimes
randomly. And I'm like, son of a bitch, man! I was waiting for Space 1999 to come on, and this shit comes on.
right.
Well,
Oh, well,
now
hey
some
guys.
of that
While
went
I'm
into
thinking
your.
about it, and before it gets too late, because Eric always leaves around 5ish or so.
Hmm.
I got to show you guys a little something.
All right, all right.
Oh, a little something, something. Uh huh. Uh huh.
Yeah. So I commissioned a
Come
piece,
and
as
knock
you
at my
know, Eric,
door.
or as you know, Rex, from Eric a few weeks back, and it arrived today. Along with it, we
Huh?
sent some freebies, a nice little Mr. Muck pen and
Now,
ink.
now that's Eric. Very
Yeah,
nice.
Now
Eric
that's
and
Nice.
Boy.
from the cover. That's from the cover.
Yep.
That's the
And
cover
then
artwork.
he also sent me a color copy
Yeah.
of that. Very cool.
Nice,
And
nice, nice.
also, completely unexpected, and thank you very much, Eric,
Look at that.
page 6 of the Mr. Muck story.
Very cool.
So I now own more than 50% of that whole story. Thank you, Eric. That's amazing.
Rock on, Eric.
And the commission piece that Eric just killed it on
Hey, Lorenzo.
is an alternate comic sketch cover. Hold on, let me get a better light on this
Oh
for you.
yeah, check that
Love
out.
American style. You was too young.
Yeah,
A little bit.
Black Hat is
So
our
it's,
age.
yep, Mr. Muck and Salamandroid, and yeah, Eric did the
Wow.
Ditko box,
That's
everything with
right. You
all
sent him
custom.
the book.
Yeah,
Very
I
cool.
had a Alterna came out on a Wednesday blank cover, so I sent that to him and had him draw this up for me.
Which is
Very cool.
Freaking
traditionally done
awesome
with
job, dude.
monsters.
Right, right.
Yeah,
So
so
I
you got a
figured
big
Mr. Muck
monster there.
and Sal is good for a monster book.
Uh-huh.
Very
But
nice. Very
Oh, is
nice.
that
yeah,
Salamandroid?
yeah, it's Sal. And then he put Sal down here in the box and Mr.
Oh, a
Muck up there at the
Vespas?
top. We got a Vespa back there, and of course
Uh-huh.
Sal's humongous tail.
I know. I was looking at the tail. Oh, look at that in the box. Salamandroid's head.
So
Wait a minute. What
thank you,
happened?
Eric. That's
We'd like to
amazing
see
stuff.
more of it.
Hold
Come
on.
on, man.
Hold on. Let me
That's beautiful
get
stuff.
my camera.
Beautiful stuff, Eric.
My
Seriously,
camera was
very
my
cool,
camera
Eric.
was getting wiggy there. All right, there we go.
You're so talented. Oh, okay. I'm getting it now. You see, I was
Yeah.
seeing his forearm as a monster head, because I didn't know what was. But now I see
Oh,
Sal's
okay.
head and this other. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I thought he was chomping on his leg. This
yeah.
ant-looking
No,
head.
Eric did a
But
great
that's
job
it.
on Sal too. Look at you got the details with the
Oh
spots
yeah,
on them.
man. You got your
Yeah.
money's worth.
Oh yeah.
Now,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
this is the thing about
extremely pleased with it.
the
Oh
thing
yeah.
about
It came out great.
about drawing either Cyberfrog or Salamandroid is, I bet you Ethan knows how many bands are in the leg, how many bands are in the upper arm, how many in the lower arm, and if you get it wrong, you screwed up Spider-Man's webbing. Just saying.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Exactly right. Yep.
yeah. Because I'm going. Well, yeah. Ethan's done it enough times now that it's second nature.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
knows what's spot on and what's not.
yeah.
Continuity is
That's why I
important.
But
always said,
I also know that Ethan loves seeing fan art and stuff. So
yeah.
I'm gonna shoot him a tweet with this on it. See what he
There
thinks.
you go. There you go.
So, Doc,
I
what do you think about Iron Apex getting together and doing
Thanks
Devil
again, Eric.
Flyer
Really,
versus
man.
Fembat?
Awesome.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, Devil Flyer on one side of the cover, Fembat on the other, and they're rushing towards each other. And it says Devil Flyer, and in between them rushing together, it says versus VS Fembat, and that's the cover.
A face-off cover. Yep.
Face-off cover. Yep.
Yes.
Very cool.
A classic trope that never goes out of style.
Right. And they will fight each other. I think that's cool.
Now we should also do Bog versus
gotta have the
Golem,
introductory
the Golem.
brawl, right?
Oh, that would be great. Bog versus Golem. Yeah, we'll do some versus book.
Now I am going to do a contest, and I may as well announce it here.
Oh, why not?
To name, I need a name for my Golem. He needs a name.
Ooh, a name for your Golem. That's cool.
And it's got to be perfect, or I'll reject every submission that doesn't hit it. But if somebody comes up with something, I'll do them a custom sketch card, 5x7.
And might I suggest it needs to tie into the mythos, the Jewish mythos?
Well, it's not Jewish; it's Eastern European.
This is East, because it's not the Jewish Golem, right?
Right.
Okay. Traditionally, it's always been Jewish, but that's fine. I
know
know that.
The most famous story of the Golem is Jewish.
I think that's probably where the Golem comes from.
Yeah, largely yes. Like there was a really good episode of the X-Files where someone made a Golem. Of course, he looked like a human that was just really dirty, But
he looks like a Uric to me. Uric.
Well, it is largely Jewish and propagated through Jewish folklore. But if you dig around,
that's where I learned about it.
Yeah, if you dig around, you'll find out that golems kind of have been around in just Eastern European mythology for a while.
Interesting.
Well, I know that there was a movie called The Golem that came out in like 1922, silent movie. That's a classic.
Yep. Yeah, when I was digging around about this, I wouldn't
graveyard.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't care one or the other if it's Jewish or not. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to stereotype anything. Eric says Gollum the Golem.
Now you don't give away the origin of the Golem, do you? Or is
it's not a secret. It's not a secret.
Okay. So is it in Parai, Blood and Mud, the origin?
Yeah. He is created in Blood and Mud. Basically, when the bad things happen to Elizabeth, the grandfather is able to sense that she's at death's door, and he creates the Golem and sends him to go and bring her home. So he one of his powers is because he's made out of mud, he can just into the earth and pop up in another place as long as there's dirt, and she's been thrown down in a big old empty hole and disposed of. It's going to be buried in the morning in a landfill, and the Golem brings her back. I don't show that because it happens off camera. That was an edit we had to make for the sake of the flow of the story. But the Golem is hugely prominent in Book 2, Sanctum of Hate. He's all over that thing. We get to see him in action.
I don't think that'll work, Eric. Golem, the Golem.
And he does a little bit
Jonas.
Jonas, he does a little bit in Blood and Mud too. He's got a really good scene in there.
You call him Glum.
Well, she is a go-go dancer. I don't know that she will strip to distract Devil Flyer or not, but
Hey, Jonas.
Poke her ass out with her steel-pointed bra.
Yeah.
Always, you see the pointy bras that were prominent in the what was it, the late 50s, early 60s?
Yeah, the big corset, or not the corset, but the Jane Russell.
Yeah, you didn't want to hug one of those women, man. You could die.
And I think they had steel wiring in them.
Oh yeah, a lot of them did. Yeah.
I called it the torpedo days.
You could take Twiggy or somebody like that had no breast at all, and she'd look like Jane Russell when you were done.
No breasticulars. Hey, Timothy.
I'm alive once again. Lorenzo,
Two-
you missed your lizard representation. Shadowhawk will have to show it again. The wonderful salamandroid on the comic that
Oh, did
was taught
Lorenzo just get
back
here?
before.
All right, hold on.
Lorenzo is here.
I
He
gotta
wants
head
to see
back to
his
my perch
lizard
there.
Children of the night.
You
Shut
know how
up.
lizards can be.
Ah, ah, ah. Man,
One
it's come down out here. Hold on.
potato.
I'll be right back.
You sound like the Count. Remember the Count, Doc?
Of course, I remember.
One, two,
I remember.
Sounds like me on the pot trying to have
Look,
a
I like. Oh, Rex.
ah.
I remember when on Sesame Street when the only person that could see Snuffleupagus was Big Bird,
Oh, I love the Snuffleupagus. Yeah.
and I guess they did away with that so they wouldn't think
Okay,
that
I'm
Big
back.
Bird was
Oh.
schizophrenic and seeing things. You know.
Yeah, he made several appearances. I mean, a few.
All right, you ready, Lorenzo? See if I can get this for you without
Eric
messing it
says
up.
TMI, too much information. There you go. There's your
There's a
salamandroid
little
lizard
salamander.
representation.
Engaged with a
And you do indeed see his stretching
white
powers
bar.
in this, where he's stretching,
Oh yeah,
and the elongation of his fingers there and arms.
and double lizard representation, Lorenzo.
Oh yeah, it's great that he used the boxes. and
Except
stuff.
Yeah.
I love
a salamander is not a lizard; it's an amphibian.
Oh, well, that's
Fail.
all you're gonna get.
Fail.
Oh,
As
and
close
you
as you're
wait
gonna get
for
today,
us?
Lorenzo.
Huh? What?
Okay, well, I'll have to come up with something else then.
Jesus, man.
Your
Homo
amphibians.
high. Okay, I'd like to see that.
Save a life.
Amphibionics. If I had not jumped in and saved that, the chat would have eaten you alive.
Ryan would have called me out on it too.
Somebody was going to call you out.
I was just doing what I was saying.
Phenomena.
All right, speaking of sale, I picked this up today at the supposed antique store.
Oh,
Conan with none other than Man Thing on the cover. What?
that's my boy.
Yeah, and no sign of Man Thing on the interior of this book. No mention of him. Don't know what this cover is about.
Wow, no Conan on the cover either. Just
No.
Man Thing.
Yeah, which it's the weirdest thing, man.
That
It's
is
a variant
bizarre.
cover.
That is
Yeah,
bizarre.
it's a variant. It's a one of those variants. I found a little short box at this one place.
They often do. Yeah.
filled
What's
with
the
variant
25 years up there?
I guess it's the 25th anniversary of Marvel. Do you remember when Alex Ross did Marvel?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I guess it's
That's-
the 25th anniversary. Well, it was in 2019.
So that's
this
a
is-
2019 book.
Yeah, it's a 2019.
I didn't know Conan was still running in 2019.
And I still don't know why
It's
Man Thing
another
is on the
run.
cover.
It's issue 4. I mean 7.
And then I
It's
found
another
this.
run.
Have you ever heard of these guys, Rex? Zenoscope?
Oh yeah, I have some Zenoscope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grim Tales of Horror.
Of terror. How did you say?
Terror,
horror?
yeah. Sorry. Terror. Halloween Special 2019. So this one was also and this is also it's the B cover variant.
Damn, that's a
Wow.
good cover though. That's a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
cover.
Scorpion.
Pretty
woman.
cool, decent little classic style horror stories on the inside. Really nice art. Looks like most of the art comes from guys from like South America, Brazil, around there. Just guessing by the
They grow them like a crop.
Dude,
down in
I'm telling you, man,
Brazil.
there's a ton of good artists out that way.
Yeah.
And I got one more of the piece de
Yeah,
resistance that I found. It's supposed to be complete, but I haven't opened it yet and seen if it was actually complete. But check this out.
Mhm.
The
So
$6
$6
million
million
man. Nice.
Yeah.
Bionic
that-
Crisis board game.
No way. No
Yeah.
way.
Love the artwork.
It's pretty neat, man. And then this is the So apparently you get different little circuit boards, right? And
Wow.
you have to figure out how to block your opponent's circuit somehow.
Wow. Wow.
It's
Wow.
interesting. I don't know.
Is
I
that
haven't opened
vintage
it up yet.
or is that a reissue?
Well, let's find out together. I haven't actually. You can see it's still tied together. So hold on one second.
That's Bonanza. Ba-dum, 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 ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Dun, 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 dun.
Here he comes. There he goes. He's done shot that tree.
All
Oh,
right, here you
apparently
go, guys.
Past Master Dan got him a
There's the
big box of
inside of the
stuff too.
cover. 1978.
75.
75.
75?
Yeah.
Oh, 75. Yeah, I read that wrong.
Eyesight's always the first to go.
It sure is. Anyway,
That's
yeah,
great.
look at
I
that.
mean, the box
Got
is
all the
what makes
rules
it
in
really
there.
valuable.
Yeah, it's got a little wear and tear on the outside. A tiny little
It's not
nick
bad.
there.
It's not bad. That's
No,
nice.
I
Now
picked it up for 20 bucks, man. I figured that's not a bad price.
was that
It's
a
almost
was that a local purchase or online?
it's almost
Yeah,
50 years
right
old.
in like 3-4 blocks away. We used to have this big auto garage, and the guy that ran it for years retired, and it sat empty for a while,
Mm,
and somebody bought it and turned it into a little mini antique mall. So there's just like a bunch of almost like a flea
nice.
market type thing with a bunch of
Yeah,
little booths.
yeah.
And
Nice.
yeah, I was just wandering around looking for comics and old school collectibles and stuff, and happened to run across that. And it like had a little post-it note on there that said complete. All the parts are in it. Had it
Very
tied up
nice.
together and everything. 20 bucks. I was like, yeah, I can't
Very,
pass
very
that up.
nice. Yeah, you can't pass that up. That's very cool.
Here you go, Lizard. I mean, Lorenzo. Your
Lizard.
lizard representation for today.
There you go. There you go.
That's a fine
There he
looking
is. Now
specimen.
that looks like a proper lizard.
It's just a lizard, you girl.
It's just a wee lizard. He's only 30 feet high.
And destroying the city.
That's right. Act like you've never seen a giant lizard before.
Well, just not today.
Oh, this is cool. I see.
Now,
So you got these little cards.
Past Master Dan put up something on Twitter. Here's his box of stuff. You got a couple Iron Giants there,
Oh,
some Superman toys. So he's been, and his post said, "I'm a grown up boy."
yeah. I found a couple of pretty cool lunch boxes, man, but one of them was a little beat up for the price they were asking. Didn't have the thermos with it.
No.
And really, I don't know. I ain't got no more room for lunch boxes right now.
Oh, if
And have I got
found a
room for
lunch
that?
box, can I ask what they were asking and what it was?
One of them was peanuts.
A
Like
penis. What?
peanuts.
Peanuts.
Oh.
Charlie Brown, Snoopy.
Gotcha.
Um,
Gotcha.
like from late 70s. I think it was 78 or so.
Yes.
But good lord. But it was beat up. It had some rust on it. Missing the thermos. I think they were asking like $49 on that one. I was like, nah.
No, I don't think so, Scooter.
Oh,
And
hell
then
no.
there was another one. It actually had the thermos with it, but it wasn't anything I really liked, other than the fact that it was an old school lunchbox. I can't even remember what the IP or whatever it was, but yeah, I think they were asking like $29 for that one. So I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'll pass.
What is this, guys? What is this thing? What is that? Is that I'm not sure what that is.
That's an abomination.
Yeah.
a mole rat, maybe.
A mole rat. That's what I was thinking.
Maybe.
Aren't they
That's a weird
blind?
looking. Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. I don't know. It looks
That's
like
a
a tube
weird
of
looking
sausage
critter,
on
dude.
legs.
That's it's a freaking horror show, is what it is.
It is, isn't it? The moniker said, the title says, "Looks so cute. What is that?" I don't know that it looked cute.
Yeah, I don't think cute
Yeah, I
is
don't
the
know.
word I would use.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Did you read Stephen King's The Night Flyer?
Nope.
Yeah, it was a short story in a collection. I read it.
Oh, okay. Well, at
It's
least
probably
it didn't
been
say Devil
reprinted
Flyer.
in its own book. So.
Now, I'm sure my wife has read it. She's read everything that man ever wrote.
I did up to a point.
Yeah.
I mean, the best
Yeah,
I ever read by him was that 11/23/62.
yeah, that was actually pretty good.
That was
That
damn
sounds like
good
a
writing.
song from Chicago.
But yeah, I quit reading most of his stuff after the last chapter of the Dark Tower series. I was very disappointed.
I don't think I read the whole thing. I know I read a little bit of it.
It was really good right up until the ending, and then he basically just cribbed the ending from the story of the Eternal Warrior that his fate is doomed to repeat itself forever to keep the balance of chaos and good. It's
Yeah.
the same exact thing they did the Elric and Yelric saga. Um, it's been used before.
Sweet Caroline.
Do 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 do
While he
do.
draws it in the house. This is Cyberfrog by Matt Barr.
Cool.
That's a cool one.
That is
Met
that is a Matt Barr Cyberfrog. He looks like he's having fun. No Vespers today. Yay!
yeah.
High five. Well, it'd be high
Time to go for
four.
a swim.
He really can't give you a high five because he doesn't have that many digits. Just saying. Just saying.
This is true. I mean,
This is true. He would, to give you a high five, he would have to give you both hands. Right?
I guess
And that
so, yeah.
includes the thumb.
And you'd have to give him back change.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. We're gonna have to try this later. The Bionic Man game. Nah, it can't be. Alright, sorry. Here, you can read the rules if you want. They're on the inside of the lid. Just be careful.
Rules? We don't need rules.
You don't need no stinking rules.
My brother and I would get games when we were young, before we could even read, and we made up our own rules.
Oh,
Thank
sure,
you.
Eric. Yeah, I could show it one more time. Not a problem. Happy to. All right. Ice Queen Caroline, Wiley J, Intense Web, per the artist's request. There you go, guys. Let me get that in there for you. Mr. Muck versus Salamander.
Wrap around cover.
Wrap around. He's backing his board right now, so you can't see the back. But
I don't think I know what Salamandroid's back looks like.
Mm.
I'd have to look it up, but I've got just a very rough beginning back there, 11x17. The golem fighting. I may turn who he's fighting into Salamandroid.
really? You have me intrigued.
I will look up some references for what he looks like from the back, and
yeah, probably you can find some shots from the back of him in the first Blood Honey book.
I don't have it.
Well, I suppose I can
Send me a photo.
Yeah, let me.
Send me a photo.
Yeah, I have to look up in my copy. I don't remember any good back shots of him right off the bat in Wrecked Planet, but I'd have to go through it again. So.
Right.
While you're at it, check out Pat Broderick's Bronze Star and Mike Barron's Bronze Star
Oh yeah,
on,
Yeah.
on my
great.
comic. Look at the detail on this page. Sorry, I can't blow it up any larger than that, folks.
Wow. God almighty, that's great work.
Yeah,
Isn't it? I
it has
always
such
like.
a western feel to it. The way that he's drawing it, it just screams like old
His
west.
contrast is just perfect. Perfect
Mhm.
balance of black and white. I love it.
Mhm.
I
Like
always like Pat
the
Broderick.
faces on the cowboys, they all have that kind of sun-baked, kind of craggy, like
Hmm.
Mhm.
classic cowboy
Hmm.
look.
Yep.
And there's werewolves. That was actually a werewolf page. I don't know if you saw the werewolf there or not in the panel.
No, I
Right,
missed it.
right. Is he? Okay, I'll show it one more time. He's in the fourth panel. He's the thing that's flinging the cowboy across the bottom.
That makes no sense.
See
Okay,
the
let me see if I
cowboy in
can
the
put
fourth panel?
like
You can see
barely.
him.
Yeah.
Oh, there he
I
is.
see it.
Yeah. Now I
And
see
then
him.
his arm is highlighted there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Big werewolf. Big werewolf.
Yeah,
Yeah. You
that's a
should
big wolf.
enjoy this. Has a bit of Art Adams feel to it. Yeah, it
Yes,
does in
it
the
does,
inking.
Eric. Good call. Good call.
In the inking. Yeah.
All right, come on.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like Broderick stuff all the way since the 80s. He's killer, man.
Hmm.
Oh. This is
Oh no.
Wow. You be gay.
Here is a very Abby like dog. Probably
Oh, there goes my dog again.
perfect sound effect. Are you attacking her? Very
No,
protective. Check
sirens
that
outside.
out.
Oh man, what's my phone doing to me? I'm lost here, boys. Ah, there I am. Nope, I'm gone.
You're still here.
Am I?
I think
I can't find. I got kicked out of the stream somehow, and I can't
No,
find it.
no, you're here. You're here.
I know, but I can't find it on my phone. I can hear you guys, but I can't see the screen. I don't
today's
know.
episode brought to
My
you
phone
by
is just
Hardly Wrap.
doing its own thing. I'll be back.
Hardly Wrap, tough to control, the real rip-off paper.
All righty then.
That was a wacky pack. Do you remember those wacky pack sticker?
I do. I do.
Mhm. Oh dang! Look at that art from Bronze Star. I know, right? It's good stuff. Go check it out.
It is. It is.
Mhm.
I mean,
I
Mike
always
Barron
like
doesn't even
Pat's
play,
stuff.
man. He's always got something good in the pipe. Always.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what some of the ones he's kind of alluded to. What he's got coming down the pike, because he works on like 5-6 different things at the same time.
Oh, always got something going. Always.
Yeah, that's a good way to work. It's like my friend,
Yeah.
he said he's got like 10 different uh 10 different project paintings going right now that he's painting on.
Mm. I mean, Rex, you've always got a dozen projects going at once, also.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I mean this we kind of shelved the idea of the multiple characters for the crossover to just distill it down into the main characters, which would be Devil Flyer versus Fembat.
Right.
Welcome back, Shadow Hawk.
Hey, what's happening, guys?
He's back. Hey.
Yeah, my phone stopped freaking out on me there. I don't know what happened.
So it'll
Soon
be
I will be
interesting.
in a better spot.
Apex is going to draw it. I will ink it.
Right on.
The project.
Very
So
cool.
should be. I get. We're And Dario in the house, Glacier Mountain Comics. Evening to you.
What's up,
Hello,
Daryl?
Dario.
What's
Haven't
going
seen you in
It's
a
on?
been
minute.
a little while since I've seen Dario.
Right?
He's probably working his butt off. And when he's not working his butt off, he has a dealer drawing for him, working his butt off.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Somebody's got to keep dealers out of trouble.
Right?
Started taking pictures of turning of churches and turning them sideways. Was not disappointed. Here you go.
Huh?
I'm sure
He
what
said,
that
"Pew,
was.
pew."
Okay.
Well, you get it when you see the picture. Pew, pew.
I think.
That's funny. I don't care who you
Kind
are.
of looks like Top Gun, huh?
Looks like what you call it? Defender, the video game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
does look like the little Defender ship, doesn't
Mhm.
it? I used to love that game.
Where's the Defender from? Oh, on the game.
The
Yeah,
game.
video game. Do you
Defender.
remember that one, right?
Pew 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 pew.
Yes, I do.
The
Here's
aliens
a
would be,
Type 1. Here's a Type
yeah,
1 sketch. That's pretty cool.
pretty
I
nice.
liked the
I
Type
like
1
that.
character. He's gonna be
Yeah,
bad.
he's pretty cool.
Yeah. He's got that excuse me, that Blue Beetle blue in his costume.
Yeah, he's like a metallic kind of blue, I guess.
Hey, Tank.
But he looks so
But
much better.
yeah, Sean's a good dude too, man. So I'm glad to see he's got things rolling over there.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he's gonna knock it out of the park with Type Blue because it just looks so gorgeous.
Yeah, that ash can that he did was just awesome, dude. He did like a reflector, a blue foil type of thing, blue and silver. It was very nice.
Oh, here you go. Doing old Marvel style card
Oh,
from
cool.
lesser known comics. Incision.
Very cool.
Incision, okay. That's a
Yeah.
good name.
J Red presents Incision. Okay. Reminds
Like
me
the
of the
color. Kinda cool.
yeah, the colors are pop, don't they?
Yeah,
Yeah. Good
very
sensibility
eye-catching.
of warm and cools.
Howdy, Tank. Oh yeah, type 1 what? 8 p.m. Central our time. Type 1 is launching.
Nice.
Now, would you like to see a time lapse drawing? I don't know what contest this is, but he takes the photo of Bruce Lee and does a time lapse video on it and makes him into, I suppose, a werewolf. And
Okay.
his hair was perfect, I must say.
That's right.
Yeah. Remember Teen Wolf? That was ridiculous. Here we go. This is for an art contest.
Oh, cool. Oh, Bruce Lee.
Maybe it's Shinobi Sasquatch. I don't know. I don't know what it's for, but it's pretty neat. How you can take an existing photo and get the features and the pose you want, and then alter it. Nunchuck.
I don't
That's
want a
cool.
werewolf and nunchucks. That's frightening. That's horrifying.
Yeah, no shit. Werewolf's bad enough. He don't need
I was
weapons.
gonna say, man, it's already spooky shit.
Who's the asshole that handed that werewolf a weapon?
Lance, I got to bounce. I got inking to do, and I can't ink while I'm at my desk. I got to get to the drawing table for that.
Hey,
So
Tank.
I'm going to bounce
Alrighty,
on.
Doc.
Peace
Always
out,
good to see you,
everybody.
bro.
You too, brother. Thanks for having me, Rex.
See you, Doc. Thank you. Yeah, I've been working my ass off, Carrie, just with my normal job. So it's like the last thing I worked on was, oh gosh, when was it? Let me take a look here. Was 5 days ago. I think that's correct. Let me update that, make sure. Yeah, 5 days ago, which it seems a lot longer than that. 5 days ago, I was inking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I suppose 6, maybe 6 days ago. 6 full days ago, maybe 5, because I did it early in the morning ink stream, the wraparound cover, which is sitting here somewhere. Not even sure. Here it is. It's back here. Did some on the front and the back. Which you can see Tim's, I did not hit the mark on that blade whatsoever. What do you think, Shadowhawk? Should I leave it thinner like that and just go with what I have, or should I try and hit the mark on that line? And make it thicker the way it was.
I don't know. I don't think it looks bad the way it is.
Well, when you have long, like these, like Blood Dragon and Kill Dragon's tails, you know, you have to make those lines look seamless. You know, it's like when you do it in pencil, you can kind of, you know, but when you ink it, it needs to
thought you were
flow.
just talking about the shape, not the actual whether the line was super.
Well, like I mean, just this neckline, you know, that's a long to. It's not that long to ink.
Oh yeah,
you can do this in stages, but when you have like a continuous line, you know, you have to. It's different than doing it in pencil. You know, when you're trying to make it look clean in ink.
Yeah,
you know?
And I only see every little pause that I end up doing after I'm done.
Oh, there was one where Vic did the sword, and he did it in 3 stages. So you can tell how he drew it, you know, because it was like to the tip, you know. And I think it was inked that way. You could tell that he did it in 3 stages. But yeah, the last thing I worked, I'll try and work on this weekend. Really, the weekend's the only time that I'm going to have any time to do any artwork whatsoever and survive. I mean, I was late for this stream because I was so tired, you know, and I really didn't want to go back to bed when I did, but I knew I needed to because I'm working on an article for a magazine right now.
What's going on, Dario?
Vic is evicted from the slums. Okay. I don't know what that means, but
Timothy? Is that who we're talking about? I don't know what's going on. I don't keep up with Vic's stuff that much anymore.
Yeah, we're supposed to get together this weekend. I don't know if I'm going to press him about it. I mean, I'm going to leave it up to him to contact me. I've given him 30 days to get me my stuff, and if he doesn't, that's on him, you know?
Well, yeah. I mean,
the list I've given him should have been done already. I just want to progress on this. I don't think it's, you know, he says, I hope we're still friends. Well, it's not personal, it's business. I'm trying to get my artwork. And I've said, don't ink anything. Just give me pencil roughs for right now, to expedite the matter. I'm trying to help. But then when I go on his streams, he's drawing Captain America, Superman, Batman. Can you not work on my stuff or other people's commission stuff and do your stream and take commissions? If you get a commission, I understand you have to pay the bills, but can't you be working on stuff in the meantime that you've already been paid for? I'm just being honest, I'm not turning the heat up. I'm not trying to turn the heat up on this artist. And, and whether we're friends or not is a moot point at this point. It's business. It's not personal.
Right.
I personally like Vic. I like working with Vic. I have enjoyed working with Vic, but then there has to be a completion of the item and deliverance of the item. And I was willing to give him months and months and months. He doesn't want me to say all the time in the world. Well, what do you, I mean, how long are you to wait? You have to deliver at some point. Otherwise, to me, it's theft.
Well,
I mean, I want clarification of that.
Oh, Timothy
and
I
really don't need to talk about this because it just, if you want to know my true thoughts on the matter, they might, enrage Vic. I'm sorry. We're at a loggerhead when it comes to this. Till I get my items from him, we're probably going to be at loggerheads. And I really don't want to be at loggerheads with him over it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well,
yeah.
Again,
I miss
I'm
those days
keeping
too,
up,
Gable.
but apparently, yeah.
Gable says, "Do you guys remember when Vic would come on Rex's stream and they would just create?" I miss those days. I do too.
Yeah, used to be some fun streams.
Yeah, and a lot of that work doesn't exist because it's gone. He didn't care to, Yeah, I have a right to voice it, but I mean, there's a time to voice it, and I may wind up voicing it in court. We'll see. I'm going to leave that up to him. He says, "Get me the list, the full list." Well, look, you've got a list. You should kind of know. I've said, look, we can, work this out, about, come to an agreement of what you owe me. I've given him a small list, but if you haven't completed the small list, I didn't want to overwhelm him with the full list. And plus there was a few sticky points we needed to talk about and agree on, so we'll get there. I'll work with him, but he's going to run out of time probably. I mean, if he's drawing Captain Americas and other things over there, I don't see him working on my stuff, and the times that he's shown me stuff, it's like, yeah, you should have this done. I mean, how long do I need to request my stuff? I mean, months and months. It's been months.
Exactly. Yeah.
Some of the drawings have probably been a year already. I'm not here to bash Vic, but I cannot, in good conscience, promote his book or promote him like I used to.
Well, not
because I was dissatisfied with his service. And I don't want anyone else to be dissatisfied because I recommend, may have steered them wrong and recommended them to, here's an artist. Right.
Well, it's not like, nobody did anything too big. He, has brought it upon himself. So,
I'm sure some people blame me for bringing heat onto him because they do like his streams and his drawing and whatnot. But
well, I get it, but those people also are not highly invested and not getting a return on their investment. So.
Right. which
little
is,
different. And
when I mean, I've not had any problems with any other artist, as of yet.
no, I haven't either. And so far, and knock on wood, maybe I've been lucky, but everybody I've dealt with in CP has always delivered whatever I've commissioned or bought at auction or whatever.
Yeah. And even the Indiegogo projects, I've been very fortunate with those that everyone's delivered, what I bought. And some of them have been smaller campaigns that you're kind of taking a risk on, I suppose, if they're going to deliver. But so far, everything's delivered.
Yeah.
For me.
I mean, to be sure, some things have been late, but that's all right. They still got there.
And I need to go in there. There's one, and I think it is. If I offered him proof, I don't know what the deal was with that, but Indiegogo's not showing. I really do need to contact Indiegogo because I would like to get that book. And it looks like I'm not going to get it unless I give him proof, that I actually bought a copy. I don't know why he doesn't have proof and why my, at least one of those is not, I'm sure he would deliver me a book though. If I would get in there and, say you're not showing my everything I bagged. Plus I need to know because some of that stuff like Pineapple Perception has not come in.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I mean, I haven't had any issues that way with Indiegogo so far. Everything I've ordered, I could still go back all the way to the beginning and check my order, verify I got what I was supposed to get. I don't know why you would have, part of your list missing.
It might be the only thing I can know is maybe I put it under another account. Maybe I put it under Rex Christian, and then maybe there's another one under Devil Flower or something. You know what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's under another account. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not getting my full
you
list.
Check it out. Figure it out.
I know. That way I can, because I did order quite a bit from Ethan and on Pineapple Perception, Dan Fraga's, and others. And I need to just check the list just to make sure that I've gotten everything.
Yeah.
I have it written down. I do have it written down.
Well, at least you got a record somewhere,
I have a record somewhere. Oh, yesterday we looked at Octopus Cowboy, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm seeing a list on Kickstarter for Pistol Shrimp.
Pistol Shrimp?
Pistol Shrimp.
Okay. Isn't there a actual shrimp that it can got like a little punch or something that actually breaks the sound barrier so fast it can defend itself from predators and shit? I don't know if that's the actual name of it, but it sounds familiar.
Pistol Shrimp. I kid you not, by Charlie. They don't even have to give a last name.
Tree Goblin says he didn't back Braga because of the bad rapping. Yeah, I almost changed my mind too. Hey, Mrs. Good.
I don't know if this is going to take off or not, Pistol Shrimp, because he's only got 13 followers. He's only got 13 followers. Notify me on the line.
Honestly, dude, it looks like kind of like he's trying to rip off Octopus Cowboy a little bit.
Yeah. Pistol Shrimp is an under-the-sea Western comedy series written by Charlie McFarlane and illustrated by Louise Morocco.
Okay.
And that's the only picture they give you.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And it's
So
supposed
I
to be a
guess this
comedy.
is their sign up upcoming project.
Oh, okay.
And he's based in Owensboro, Kentucky. Huh.
Hmm. Pesto shrimp sounds kind of yummy. Says intense. Yeah, it does.
There you go. I don't know. Maybe Pistol Shrimp will do something.
What?
I'm with you though. It's now Octopus Cowboy looks cool.
Yeah.
Now compare that little thing. Compare that little thing with this. This is awesome. Only humans show mercy. Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Countless miles away from the ocean, Slade struggles to survive from one pocket of water to another. Weak and weary, he's dragged to the ring, forced to fight in a vicious blood sport where animals are pitted against each other for entertainment. There, he faces off against the unruly hyena Kilroy and a hulking gorilla named Leopold. During their fights, unbeknownst to all, contact with Slade's blood alters Kilroy and Leopold's consciousness. Can Slade win over his newly awakened opponents? Will he break away from his chains? Can he continue to endure outside of his element? Should he escape death, one thing is certain: a cruel life awaits him in the unforgiving Wild West. If you appreciate good
Hey,
storytelling,
good stuff.
captivating characters, a solid production, action, adventure, and mystery, this comic book is for you. My name is Jason Orfalis, a professional of 25 years as artist and writer. Much planning went to this project, and I have experience in every stage of
Hey,
producing a
Hen.
comic book. Your contribution will make this dream project a reality. Thank you for listening, and good luck on your own adventure.
Great looking project. And number 2 will be out soon. Number 2 will be out soon. It's on sign up right now, and this one's still in demand. Number 1.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Eric says, thanks again for your support, Shadowhawk, and for sharing the Mr. Muck versus Salamandroid comic cover.
Oh, hey, no problem. Hey, good stuff. Good to see you, buddy.
It always
Hey,
is
Toy.
indeed. He's grilling and you're grilling. What are you grilling again, Shadowhawk? Light a little bit later?
I'm doing steaks and grilled asparagus today.
That sounds good.
Yes.
Yeah. Jana, who sadly passed away last year, that I used to work for, take care of her husband for like 6 years. The doctor told her to stop eating so much asparagus. Because she would eat it every day. She got on an asparagus kick.
Oh, wow.
And you can't eat one food like that every day. You get too much of something, you know.
Yeah, it can't be good for you.
No, I used to eat a bag full of oranges in a day, and the doctor told me to stop doing it. I was getting too much vitamin C.
Oh, wow.
You can get too much of something. I'm a little biased, but Octopus Cowboy looks awesome. Yeah, I love it. It does look awesome. And Carrie said you draw better underwater stuff. Octopus Cowboys on dry land. It's set out in Western desert, so yeah, you're not going to get the bubbles in the water and stuff with that. It's still a great premise, and it's still wonderfully rendered. I can't wait till 2 comes out, but I can wait long enough to back feet. I can still get 1. Put bacon on asparagus, and it's delish. He mentioned that the other day, Shadowhawk. Put wrapping bacon around it.
Yeah,
Something with cauliflower will make you sick eating too much. Yeah, whatever is in cauliflower. Well, cauliflower's pretty close to broccoli, so I would think the same thing about broccoli. Although that's one of the best cancer fighters out there.
I didn't know
Oranges
that.
have a lot of sugar as well. Yeah. Yep. That is true. Yeah. A lot of these Apex Comics in the house, there was a local band from the 1980s called Asparagus Nightmares. Oh, wow. And Mrs. Good Stuff. Hey, good to see you. I also worked in an asparagus packing plant, Eric says. Many years ago, asparagus is ditchweed. It grows in animal scat and near dirty water. Wow. Well, it's a root, right? The part that you eat, it's actually a root that it grows above ground. That's pretty wild.
Good.
Yeah. Eric and Boyd scat webs.
Oh,
So go, if you're so inclined, go help this guy out. What do you call himself? Charles, Chuck, Pistol Shrimp.
damn it. Talking
I
bad
think I'll
about
pass
my
on that. Passmaster Dan really posting some stuff. He got a Metal Men #1 and then a Super Patriot Image comic, and I always love that cover for
Oh,
that.
yeah, I like Super Patriot. He was cool.
Super Patriot's pretty cool. I don't know what I
Yeah.
would equate him to, but he was a cool looking character.
Yeah.
That Metal Men #1 was a full enhanced cover. I remember it might have been even embossed.
Was that the Shane Davis one? I know Shane was working on Metal Men
No,
for a while.
Shane, that was before the Shane Davis one.
Oh, okay. Hold on
Shane
one second.
Davis
Mama
was-
Hawk coming in. Huh?
Okay. Shane Davis was still working on it whenever he
Yeah, when he joined CG, I think he still had a little bit to
he
finish.
was like just finishing that up the last couple of issues.
1 sec, dog's gonna go
Oh
crazy.
man, would you like to see a Tom Grummett Iron Man? Wow, Tom Grummett needs to do Iron Man. Shoot, man, this is killer. I love some Tom Grummett. I know Shelby Robertson doesn't, but I do. I like Tom Grummett. Check that out. Classic Iron Man. Honeydew, dreaded Honeydew, save me. Yeah. I recommend 3,000 milligrams of THC every day, Mr. Good Stuff says. A bag of orange should be closed. Okay. Good looking Iron Man, huh? Shadowhawk will never know. You'll never know what he missed.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
No.
Dog goes crazy when mom.
Would you like to see a Tom Grummett Iron Man? Check that out.
Sure. Oh yeah, that's nice. I like that.
That is, isn't it?
That's how Iron Man should be. I
think so. I mean, his face. If you can get the face, you can get the rest of it. That's the way I design a character. Not always. Not always.
Right.
I designed Silver Boa just from his name, just had a good name and like, okay, what would Silver Boa look like? Okay. Ooh, Tom Grummett, original Avengers. You want to see this?
Ooh, sure. Bye, Eric.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
See ya, Eric. Look at that. Oh.
Oh, man. Yeah, old school.
I know. I love it. It's my favorite team,
Yeah.
Used to be. Old Golden Age Iron Man. He's even got an antenna on his shoulder. Gotta love it. Rita Hayworth, great face. Yes. Tom Grummett Iron Man. That should be great. You know, excellent Grummett Avengers. Yes. Old school Avengers. I wonder if he gave the Hulk the 3 toes. You know, Kirby was always a little inconsistent on that in the early days with the Thing and the Hulk. He actually on Avengers #1 cover, Hulk has 3 toes on his foot. Have you ever noticed? Oh, Cyberfrog page. Uh-huh.
Oh, very cool.
Very neat. Putting the panels behind the principal figure there. Hmm. Fabric armor on the level that is performed for classic Iron Man can be done. Yeah. I like to see a Tom Grummett Fembat. Yeah, I would too. I'd like to see a Tom Grummett anything.
Wow, really cool. Sorry. Mama came home all excited, had to talk. She could finally got her juicer. She's gonna want to got a great deal on it.
Oh, yeah. My neighbor has one of those, and I juice like a bunch of carrots for her and things like that. You don't get a lot of carrot juice out of a carrot. I could do 15 pounds and get maybe 6 small little mason jars full.
Wow, that ain't a lot of juice. Well, carrots aren't super juicy, I guess. You know, they're
Official Mrs. Marvel entire first season will air on NBC next month, becoming the first Marvel Studio series to release on network television. So Disney, and then Bleeding Fool says Disney's beginning to understand that there is no audience for the Marvels. Yeah.
Hey, Ethereal Dragon.
But just put it
Yeah,
on
so they
ABC.
dropped them down from being first it was going to be the new flagship for Phase 5 or whatever. Then it got dropped down to well, we're going to dial it back some. Now it's a TV show. Okay.
Yeah, TV show, and you know, of course, that'll show everybody more. You know, about. I mean, she's Muslim. Not to get controversial about it, but I mean, you know, first, you know, big Muslim. You know, Americans can learn about, you know, their religion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Should be a good platform. I won't be watching it, but then I haven't watched, you know, streaming TV in decades.
Oh, well. Well, you've been watching Chosen.
I can what?
I said you've been watching Chosen streaming.
Well, yeah, I mean that's online. I mean, there are certain things that I guess I could watch online, but I don't. I don't have time. I don't have time to sleep, much less
I don't have time.
Watch TV.
No time travel.
Well, the one thing that I've been watching is 66 Batman season 1 right now. Hey, Ethereal Dragon, how's it going?
Well, he's just flattening the earth for fun.
Yeah. Great weather here. I mean, it's supposed to be warm. There was a chance of rain. I think it's going to be you know, like 93, but they were saying that the heat index was going to be like over, you know, well over 100. Some people are just never going to grow up, Shadow. They're just never going to grow up. Oh, Luke Stone says, "Look, I may not be the best artist, but at least I draw my own stuff. I'll keep working to get better. No half measures. This piece was fun and challenging. It feels way better to present something that is my own work than crank out prompted in images." Hell yeah. And what's he talking about? The cover he did for Pariah Blood and Mud, which just
Yeah,
closed out.
yeah.
I think I backed Doc's. I did not back Luke's cover, or I would have liked to had more time actually to back Pariah Blood and Mud. Heavier, but would have liked to have gotten all three covers. They were very colorful, but this is the black and white Luke Stone.
Dog.
Very
Dog.
I am the best artist, Unhinged Entertainment, Mr. Jason Bascom himself says. There you go. Who am I to dispute that for you, Jason? Jason's the best artist. So glad everyone's joining us this Saturday. Oh, I like this. That's nice. Old school Batman, like the original look for Batman. Mm-hmm. The Bob Kane look, I guess you would say. Are you getting ready to grill, Shadow Hot?
Getting there. Starting to do some prep work here. Sorry. If I'm making undue noise.
Well, we'll tolerate it. We always do for you.
Hail, Jason. Good to see you, sir.
Yeah, I was sad to see his trade paperback for Unhinged. I guess maybe it was too soon to the release of the two books. I don't know, but it didn't get the support that. But he'll release it again, he said so, at some point. I would like to have both combined into one.
Oh, yeah. You get the night off today, buddy?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm going to do Planet of the Apes.
You what?
Yeah, I have tonight off. Believe me, I'm looking forward to it. Of course, later I will be co-hosting with Apex over on his channel, and we will be
Oh, that's
talking
right.
to
Apex After Dark tonight. Yeah.
We'll be talking to T Bunny again.
Excellent.
And hopefully here pretty soon we'll be able to get third time's the charm. We'll get Matt Barr on.
There you go.
Yeah. We've been somehow missing Matt Barr. You are an incredible artist too, Ryan, as is Rex. So many amazing artists within CG. And we try. But yeah, we're gonna have Apex is going to be drawing the Devil Flyer versus Fembat book, and I will be inking it and dividing up the chores. I'll write the thing. We'll kind of go over it and plot it together. It should be a lot of fun.
Cool. Yeah.
And then maybe in the meantime, Fembat will be Tell me who this is from 1968, Shadow. Who would that be?
Oh. Damn.
That's about.
Familiar.
Yeah.
Is that Debbie Harry?
Call me. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it is Debbie Harry. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's Debbie Harry. The way she used to look. Probably in her early 20s.
Don't know. Is it flashing?
Probably about 10 years before it really got big.
Hold on, Rex.
Okay. I'm good. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, what we all need for lunch. If you're a meat eater, I realize that we do have some vegans in here. People holding on to delusions is the new American dream. What's for dinner? Yeah, he's going to grill up some asparagus. Absolute Trade may be on the Samurai Priest campaign. Oh, cool. Yeah, it may take a combination like that. Better as a blonde? Yeah. Think you're talking about Democrats. Watched the video of Bob Kane and Stan Lee talking about comics, and they both did a drawing of Batman, and Stan's looked better. Wow. Okay. This was probably a stick figure. Knowing Stan. Stan's not really known for his art. But can you imagine if you had even a stick figure by Stan Lee and signed by him and dated? Uh-huh. Oh, there you go. Here you go. I told that teaching lady the only crayons I need are red, white, and blue. He's drinking a beer out of a straw. That's just wrong. Hey, Odin. It's cool. Odin, we're going to have you on, bro. In fact, if you got time, you can come on right now. Been meaning to have you on, sir. Livestock animals thought that farmers was their daddy. Stan Lee was an army cartoonist during the war. Oh, that's right. He was, wasn't he? Oh, damn mosquitoes trying to eat my ankles up. They have Crayola. I bought some last night. The box is in there. I meant to show it today. They have Crayola crayon, kind of like flavored gummy type things. I just bought it for the novelty of the thing. Oh, here you go. 1926 photo of National Museum. Hey, Odin.
What's up, Rex? What's up, Shell?
Holding two dueling pistols in 1926 from the National Museum, owned by Andrew Jackson, because that was a thing back then. Dueling.
Yeah. If you duel as a president, and you lose,
oh, hey, Odin. Nice to see you.
Are you assassinated? What's up, Shell? If you lose a duel as a president, does that make you assassinated? Is what I was wondering.
I was kind of feeling.
I don't know.
I don't think they would let you duel if you were president.
They don't let you duel?
Yeah, probably not.
You just hold the pistol, but you can't even duel?
Bad president. Bad. Now, Hamilton was killed that way. He was killed in a duel. The guy on the $10 bill? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I found out about a week ago that one of my ancestors, a cousin of mine, was the governor of Virginia and a signer of the Declaration of Independence, and I'm related to two presidents.
Wow.
The 9th and the 29th president.
So those two are related then somehow. You're the missing link, if nothing else.
The governor's grandson became the 9th president, and he's the president, I believe. He gave such a long speech at an acceptance speech, he caught a cold and died 33 days into office.
Because of his speech?
33 days. Because he caught a cold. It was cold weather, and he was out there so long giving the speech. He got sick after that and never recovered. Yeah, isn't that wild?
That is wild.
That's
And now I
It
know
was
why
a
you
ham-
have such an awesome chair. Your royal
well, yeah,
blood.
royal blood, right? Yeah, we had we had two brothers in the Civil War. One was a Union, and one was Confederate. They, I guess that was pretty commonplace that back then. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
brothers.
truly civil wars because that did happen. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a story, Odin, where this two guys after the war, they met at a shoe store and each had an amputated leg, one right and one left. And what they would do is meet once a year and buy a brand new pair of shoes and share it because they only needed one.
Smart. Economical.
It was, wasn't it?
Dude,
And
if I was
what's
an
wild
amputee,
about it is
with another one.
one had a son and one had a daughter, and that daughter and son got married. And the guy that told me that story was they were like their ancestors, you know, but that was his ancestry story. That's pretty wild, isn't it? That's truly reconciliation after the fact of a war.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Like I
we're
said,
getting ready to go to war with somebody. I don't know if it's
economical.
going to be with ourselves or China or Russia, but we're getting ready to go to war. We're ramping up.
Has there been an influx of male babies born? Or was there an influx about 18 years ago? Because usually that happens. Whenever there's a war, there was like an influx of male children. It's weird. How is it almost as if it's predestined?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strange.
Strange
have
shit.
you been fulfilling unconditional shove? Are you in fulfillment?
I am not in fulfillment. It's still at the printer, so we're waiting to get proofs back, and then once
Okay.
those are
But
approved,
the campaign has closed down, hasn't it?
we did close it down. Yeah. Yep. If you didn't get in, you didn't get
I
in.
really wanted that book.
Well, you
It
could have
was a
got it.
good-looking book, bro.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I say you could have got in, but it was open for a long time. So
Yeah, I know. It's only my own fault. They messed up my paycheck for I just got it the other day, and I've been working for them since the 6th of June. And I
tapped into your great grandfather's president money or something.
I know.
Like,
Yeah. Well, I just found out about that, and I think probably the family spent it by now. I mean, he was only in office 33 days. What do you expect?
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ryan Octagon. Ryan. He says he got the black and white, which I appreciate, bro. Yeah, the digital's out to everybody who backed the digital. It's at the printer, and we just got to get proofs approved.
Yeah.
And then it's printing in Toronto because James has the line on the same printer he did Magnificent Bastard. So once it's done there, then he ships them all to me, and then I fulfill at least the U.S. ones.
Will you be doing an unconditional shove too? Because you had like a premise, right?
Yeah, well, it's an anthology book, so there's not really it's new stories all the time. That's the premise. But yeah, I've already started pages on unconditional shove too, so it's definitely going to happen. It seems like it'll be about a yearly thing, which is about what I can keep up with the size of the book. So,
Great, man.
Yeah.
Jason, no, the digital's not at the printers. Digital was sent out to backers, the digital backers.
I know digital. I know you have to forgive him. He has problem with his eyesight, so that must affect his hearing.
He can't see very well, so we'll forgive him. Love you, Jason.
Now Fanta overcomes that. I don't know how Fanta even functions. I mean, when she looks at her phone, it's like this, right up there in her nostril.
Yeah.
But she somehow does it and cranks out like 4 or 5 videos a day. It's amazing.
Yeah, I think she just wings it.
Hey,
She's figured it out.
You think what?
I think she just wings it. Like she's just figured it out. Like I'm blind, but I can fumble around good enough.
Yeah. Oh, she
God bless
fumbles
Fanta.
around very good. Yeah. No, rewind the tape. You said the digital is at the printers.
Well, the printers do have a digital version.
See? Confirmation.
I didn't think I said that. If I did, my apologies.
Jason is not blind and he can hear good.
He
No,
can hear
wait,
too
that's
good.
not right.
When you lose
Man,
one
that
sense,
is
your
awesome.
other senses get heightened.
Oh,
So
like
here-
Daredevil. Absolutely.
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
Jason
Yeah.
is Daredevil.
Yeah. Now we like what you do with the lighting and the bouncing off of the. We always like that. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Are you
Yeah, I
planning?
like it too.
Are you planning? You have a map of the world back there. Are you planning the downfall of the human race, or to take over the world anytime
Or
soon?
the total takeover. Yeah, naturally.
Yeah, the total takeover. You got to have a good map like you have.
Yeah. Well, I have a left to right map, so it starts on the east and moves to the west.
Yeah. Do you ever play Risk? The game
I
board
used
Risk.
to. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 I used to.
I
love
would
Risk.
always start down Australia and break out and try and take over the world from Australia. Sometimes
You know what?
it
My
would
brother
work.
and I, for Christmas one year, got Risk 2210, which is like
Oh.
a futuristic version, and you could
Oh,
get a
cool.
spaceport. And you get a spaceport, you can colonize the moon, and so the moon is another territory you want to get. It was a lot of fun. I fought like
Ooh.
mech warriors and stuff. That was badass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what'd you grow up on? Probably Robotech.
Yeah, Robotech,
Lino and all that crowd.
Thundercats,
Thundercats, right?
Yeah,
G.I.
Thundercats. were
Joe?
good.
G.I. Joe?
Yeah, Joe was huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you call it? Transformers was huge. He-Man when I was really young. All that stuff.
Jackson.
Yeah, that's my kind of rip.
Hey, Barcode.
Yeah, it's called roulette.
Yeah, Russian roulette.
That's not rip.
Yeah.
It's roulette. Yeah. Which vagina
You-
has a
Odin, do
Talk
you know
Destroyer in it.
your ancestry? You strike me with that mustache
Yeah.
as maybe a little French.
Well, some ladies have said that. No, I am
Yeah.
French. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not French.
Yeah.
So
Well, I found out I'm English, Irish, with Viking blood. So death metal hero,
yeah.
Viking blood.
Well, I have Viking blood. It's Norman. Which is
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From my mom's side. And then
Now, are there some redheads? Because it's like we've got some redheads, and my hair was auburn at one time.
my mom's
And
hair
still
was
is on
red.
mine.
My mom's
Yeah.
hair is red. My dad was very dark haired. So he was Jewish Native American. And
Okay.
my mom was the one with the Viking Norman side. And,
Do you know from what tribe?
I was always told Cherokee, whether
Cherokee.
I don't know
Okay.
for sure, but that's what I was always told. And
Right.
my dad's grandpa, my great grandpa, who had one of the ultimate coolest names ever, he was I suppose he was full Cherokee is what they told me. So that would make me an eighth. But I tan really well, so I always attribute it to that.
There you go.
Yeah, his name
Fanta
was
has
my
Italian.
great grandpa's name was Hardin Long.
Oh wow! I don't know that I would
Oh,
want.
that's awesome.
I don't know that I would want that name.
Well, you want like short and stout or something, or short
No,
and
no, stubby, short and stubby,
stubby and
Oh.
soft.
Slim Dickman.
Yeah, there you go. Well, it only took us 443 episodes to have you on, Odin. That must be a record.
Well, I knew that was the lucky number. Yeah. No, I mean, all you had to do is reach out. Like, yeah, we just have to
Yeah.
set something up. Usually I'm pretty busy. Even today, I'm kind of busy, but I was just sitting here watching and taking a break from outside yard work and all kinds of
Yeah.
shit. So
Yeah,
I was like,
A
yeah,
lot
I'll
of
jump
people-
on and hang out.
Get ready.
a lot of people take
Go
a break, and listen in while they're at work or
Yeah.
yeah.
Oftentimes I catch streams while I'm at work because I got my computer up and I can do shit, but just have it play in the background. So there's a lot of streams I don't even jump in the chat because I don't want to constantly be,
Interact.
hail to
Yeah.
everybody. Because I'll
Mhm.
feel bad if I don't.
Yeah, sometimes I just pop in and alert.
Yeah, I'm quite often a lurker.
Yeah.
They call me "Hey, you"
Now,
in the
now are
bush.
you still going on topic lists on Tuesdays?
I do when I can. Tuesdays is a hard night because I'm always like, that's like the one night I don't have anything really going on. So quite often I go to the movie theater on Tuesday nights, but I go on topic lists from time to time.
I can't believe you have family, so you have to go to the movie theater, right?
Yeah, well, I usually go alone, but it's the
Oh,
movie theater I like. It's like $2 is like they play older movies. And it's
Oh,
only $2.50.
now I go for that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's only $2.50
What are some of the older
for
movies you've
Well,
seen?
they'll go
there?
all over the place. It'd be like 80s, it could be 90s, but it could be as old as like 50s and 60s too. They did the 40th anniversary for The Birds. That was pretty fun.
cool.
But a lot of times they play
Yeah.
80s and 90s.
I'll tell her you said hi, Carrie.
What's that, Sherlock?
Oh, Carrie was saying
I
hi
don't
to
know. When
Mama
it
Hawk.
comes to the
Oh,
Hitchcock films, I know Shadowhawk likes the birds, but then he's a bird himself, you know.
That makes sense.
You know, my character just happens to be bird-like. But yeah, he's an actual bird. Kind of like Lorenzo's an actual lizard hatched out of the egg.
That's true. He's a
Flea
sleestack.
stack.
Yeah.
He's a flea stack, right? Did you
Yeah.
ever? Were you're not old enough to have seen that, have you? Except in reruns. Maybe?
Oh, yeah. No, I've seen episodes, but yeah, they were
Land of the Lost. Yeah,
Yeah.
They used to
remember
be our
that was-
Saturday morning watching in the mid-70s. You know,
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
you
That
had
was
these
fun
little
when
weak stuck crossbows that couldn't hit a thing. They couldn't sit down because they got that triangular tail. I mean, there's something about like a Godzilla movie or, you know, the Slee Stacks where guys in suits moving around.
Oh yeah. Well, and I also grew up. My dad was a big sci-fi fan, so grew up on like Planet of the Apes and all those. Yeah, it was kind of the same thing.
Or
Like
turn
there's
on
something
it.
about the old ones where it's a person in a costume pretending to be an ape. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's great.
It's amazing how I get transported in a Godzilla movie, though. I'm not thinking that is guys in suits. I do not think that. I just go with it. You know,
You're like,
I
it's
just really
real.
do not think that there's an actor in that suit. I don't
No,
know why.
Godzilla's gonna step on your house at any moment. It's real,
Right.
No, I know
you-
what you
have-
mean.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about Godzilla. I just never really thought, well, that's a guy in a suit. You know,
Yeah,
I
never
probably
think
thought
that.
more of that when I saw the Ninja Turtle movies.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because those were guys in suits.
I typically try not to think about that because I'm like, you can do that to any level. You're like, that's a guy on a computer creating CGI or something. You know, you can always do that. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's created, but you know, an actor is just a guy pretending to be someone else. You know, so it's always
Yeah,
pretend.
well, it looks like they simplified the design of Godzilla maybe to save on the CG rendering, but Godzilla -1 does look awesome from the teaser
Yeah.
trailer. That's all I've seen on
Yeah,
it.
from what I've seen, yeah.
I think
They
they
didn't show a
stripped
whole
him
lot of
down
them, but
because the last few Godzilla movies that were modern, they like over exaggerated features and things like that, and so maybe that's why they're like bringing it down. Not
yeah, they
just
went a
for the
little
CGI.
nuts with like his the armor plating on his back and stuff.
Oh
I mean,
yeah, I didn't like it.
it looks cool, but I mean, yeah. it's
Have
like
you
a little-
seen
little
Shin
much.
Godzilla?
Yeah, that's
Shin
kind of wacky.
That is
No.
wacky, where he goes through a transformation into, and doesn't he overheat in that movie, Shadowhawk? I need to get it out and rewatch it.
Yeah,
really.
he has an interior nuclear meltdown.
He has a meltdown. Yeah,
Meltdown.
that's actually what happened in the first Godzilla movie, right? He had a
I believe
meltdown. And
so,
actually
yeah.
at some point, he became
I
a
don't know.
skeleton floating in the water
Been a long
or
time.
something.
But yeah, Shin Godzilla starts weird.
You
He's
still
like
got
almost
yard work to do,
worm
Odin?
like, and then he
Yeah.
mutates. He's like mutating.
I'm waiting for it to start to cool down, but it's actually like the height of the heat of the day where I'm at. So
What'd you wind up on your campaign doing, Odin?
we did just over 5,000. We had 5,120. So on the
Awesome,
closeout
dude.
night, the closeout night, we hit 2 milestones. We had 5,000 and we had 100 backers, and that was really cool.
That's
that we
awesome.
hit those milestones, And I wasn't very good at promoting it towards the end, partially because like I'd done all the drawing and my mind was already like moved on to, we're working on Kill Them Dead and we've been writing that. So I was kind of like in promotion for that, and I was kind of left at Unconditional Shove in the rain a little bit. But nonetheless, the people who got in, they're the ground level people. They're gonna be the only ones. What is it?
Only ones for what?
The only ones to get that first edition.
Right.
Which has
exactly
the whole story.
Now, are you going to do the condiment thing? Are you going to have a catch-up tier on your second Unconditional Shove, I hope?
Yeah, I'll do a catch-up tier. It'll be a second printing.
Yeah, good.
Did you say condiment?
Right,
yeah, I mean, I said you got to get the joke. Ketchup is a condiment.
Yes. The mustard tier will be on
ketchup
there.
tier.
The mayonnaise
mustard tier. You can have a mayonnaise. I don't like mayonnaise, so you could.
Yeah, it'll be second print because I really wanted whoever believed in it on this first campaign, because we had it up for for what, 8 months, and if you jumped in and you believed in it right off the ground floor, it's special. You got that first print, and I want to keep it that way. So.
There you go. That's interesting. I have all those Ultramans, I believe, on tape, but I don't remember the Godzilla suit painted silver. I'll have to go back and look at that.
Yeah,
that would be like Mecha Godzilla, right?
So if it looked like metal, it could just be silver.
Without the metal. Yeah.
But did you think that Ultraman was a guy in a suit?
Yeah, because I guess he's more humanoid looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think that. I thought he was Ultraman.
Yeah, well, I really wasn't exposed to that much Ultraman when I was younger, so I just saw the collection of it and said, "Yeah, I'm gonna like that." So I bought it, years and years ago.
Yeah, I like the Ultraman.
I probably went through it twice since I've had it.
I guess there's a bunch of like newer Ultraman stuff that's supposed to be kind of cool.
Oh, really? New Ultraman?
Yeah. As long as they don't mess
they
it
never
up.
stop over there, man. They just, they recycle and redo.
Well, yeah. But if it's a cool concept, they're always gonna.
Yeah, I think they're getting better special effects and
just do it till people quit paying for it.
There you go. Yeah.
They did that to us all the time.
Couple of Gamera ones.
Well, now Unconditional Shove was kind of like weird horror, right?
Yeah. It had a little more like twisty Twilight Zone-esque stuff too, but at its heart, it was horror. But it was anthology horror, and I liked the.
What genre do you like to work in most? Is it horror, or do you have another genre that you really like?
I think the one. Well, there was a time when my favorite was doing like sword and sorcery, Conan style.
Oh yeah,
that really was the kind of stuff I wanted to do. But it, if I was ever going to do it, it would just feel like Conan. So I was like, And so I did Unconditional Shove because it's anthology. I could do like a Conan style story if I wanted, as long as
you could, and you don't have to go about it straight way. You could do like almost like these characters that you set up, and then they have like an imaginary adventure where they're sort of like that, and then at the end of the story, you come back to the characters, right? It's almost like a dream sequence, where they're
that's the thing about That's the thing about anthologies is you're writing short stories at that point. You want a beginning and end. Now, I've always said if there's like a lot of people like, we love these characters in this one anthology story, and then just everybody gravitates toward that, maybe it would become its own series, Who knows?
That'd be cool.
But right now, I like
even just an ongoing series in the anthology.
Sometimes when you strike gold, it's hard to do it again, Odin. Because the first you get a beloved story like Star Wars, we love it, and then they had a good sequel, but if you don't, sometimes some stories are better just left alone.
I prefer that
pursuing a second story because
I would only do it for the money.
Well, there you go.
But I also think like if I'm the one writing it and creating it, then at least I'm the only one on the project the whole time. Not like Star Wars where it's like new new people come in. You know, like you had the first three, and they all felt very congruent.
Right.
And then they took a lapse, and then they came back to it. All new people, all new everything, and it doesn't feel the same. You know,
and
that would be
and different crews have different agendas about and different objectives of what they want to achieve and what they want to say to the Star Wars franchise. So it's
always
it's not. I mean, that's really why you had to have Crisis on Infinite Earth, because you had all these different writing teams over the years taking Superman in this direction, that direction, and all these other characters, and it became an incongruent mess. So they had to kind of straighten it all up, you know?
Yeah, that was a good idea.
Oh, yeah, it killed. I mean, and you couldn't got a better person to draw multiple characters like that than George Perez.
Yeah, Perez could draw
one. He was like, if I don't have 100 characters on this page, I have not done my job. You know, he's a beast when it comes to that.
Well, and I think George Perez, specifically for drawing superheroes, that was like what he was put on this earth to do. You know, like I could see him draw other stuff, but he seemed so suited to draw spandex clad superheroes. That was his.
I think the best comic artists are fans themselves. They read the books a little bit. They were fans. If you're going to be a good comic artist, you've got to get it. What being a fan is like, and you have to remember what excited me when I was a kid about comics and bring that over into your stuff professionally. And I think John Byrne did it. I think George Perez did it. I think the best comic artists were fans.
I totally agree. Well, and I think you know, just being a fan of comics, you're gonna like doing it. It's not gonna be just a job, you know.
I looked it up, and the recycled Godzilla suit on Ultraman was called
Jurass.
Jurass?
You bet Jurass.
Sounds like
you
Jurass.
Bet Jurass it was.
You bet your Jurass. Yeah.
Yeah, then they make one called Your Mom.
Your Mom. Your Mama.
Oh
man. What do you got to do out in the yard, man? What's left to do?
Well,
I have some trimming.
It's not actually yard work now. I did all that in the morning when it was cool enough. Now I got a lot of stuff to take to the dump because I'm moving soon. So I got like so much shit I got to take to the dump.
How far you got to move from where you're at right now? How far are you?
Clear halfway across the country. So it's a big move.
Where are you going to wind up?
Going from Washington State to Missouri.
Wow, you're going to be right above me. Well, all right, brother.
Oh, really?
What part?
Well,
I'm in Arkansas. I'm in Arkansas, northeast Arkansas, right up towards the Missouri border.
Yeah, northeast. Well, I'm probably going to be hopefully in the Springfield area, but my kids, that's why I'm moving out there. They're in the southeast. So
I know where Springfield is. You're going to have a good time there. That's more of a rural type thing, right?
Yeah, well, I'm in Spokane right now, and it's not bad. It's kind of, but I went and visited Springfield, and it felt about like Spokane. It's kind of like it's a city, but it's not a big city.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, it's not mega city. Judge,
but then St. Louis is not too far. If I need a big city, it's not that far.
But yeah, St. Louis is about 200 and something miles from here.
Yeah,
so not too far, really.
Yeah. Now for work, I might end up.
I've never been into St. Louis. I've been on the outskirts, right on the outskirts, like the exits that go into it, where going to Kansas City. I was on my way to Kansas City. Yeah.
So you just made an L shape.
Yeah, I just basically went over into Missouri. I was very struck by how flat it was. Just very flat. The way we went, just everything. It was driving me stir crazy, Odin. It really was. Because I was like,
if you're driving that
stretch, is so flat.
I've driven from west to east in Kansas, the entire length, or Nebraska. I've done that too. It just seems like never ending. You're like, the scenery doesn't change.
Never ending, almost like you're in a desert. It just drove me crazy. Not seeing
like the Twilight Zone. You're
any
like
trees hardly, or
what was it, Lost Highway? That's what you feel like. You're just driving forever, and you're like, it doesn't change. and you have to resist the urge to go 120 miles an hour because you're just nuts.
I know it. I know it. I just wanted to speed through that stuff, which was probably most of the state the way I was going.
Yeah.
But now the things that you did see, the businesses that I saw back then, which was back in the mid 90s when I went through there, was huge. Huge. You know, you'd have a car place. It was almost like they were building to suit the land, which stretched on forever. And they were on the interstate. Everything was huge. Even the little souvenir store, it was 2 stories tall. It was everything. They had a boat place. They had 1 million boats out there. It was amazing.
Well, I think you're right. Like, I think land is just cheap there, and there's lots of it. What are you yelling at?
Something about the garbage. Yeah.
But they're on site here.
We have 3 or 4 conversations going on here.
No, it's all good. I just was curious. Yeah. Like,
I'm missing topic lists. I'm usually over there on Red Valkyries on Fridays, but when I'm working at night, I miss all that in the middle part of the year.
Yeah,
I'm out there killing mosquitoes by the billions. Pew, pew, pew.
That's what you do?
That's what I do. I kill those mosquitoes every year. This is my 11th year doing it.
This is a hot time of year then, yeah.
Yeah, I've went down to Florida after one of their hurricanes and sprayed there. And I went within the state further south, right above Little Rock, our capital. Yeah. I've never been to Louisiana. I guarantee you in Louisiana, Texas, and Florida, they spray year round, but here it's seasonal. Thank God. I mean, because if I had to do this all the time, this is all I want to do.
Well, you'd probably have to do it less if you did it year round, I'm guessing. I would think.
Maybe. I mean, the ones we got this year are real small. They're irritating.
You kill those genetically modified ones that carry counter diseases and shit like that.
I kill them all. I do not discriminate when it comes
to
I
hope not.
No.
I don't either. There's certain animals, certain pests that I'm like, yeah, every animal has its place, but except this one. You're just a disease spreader.
Oh yeah, there's more people killed by mosquitoes, over 2 million a year every year, than any other thing. It's the number one killer of people. And this year they had 3 cases of malaria, one in Texas and one in 2 in Florida. Sorry.
Yeah. But that's why they're making like the genetically modified mosquitoes to like counteract that. They're like carrying the antidote.
We have 17 variety here in this state, and one of them's new. It's called the Amazonian. They say when it bites you, it hurts. It is a big mosquito. I've not seen one yet, nor do I wish to see one. I have donated enough blood this year to those little pests.
Well, maybe I'll see what in Missouri. Who knows?
I don't know why God created mosquitoes. I guess to feed the bats and all the other animals, but I don't.
Bats love them.
I am prejudiced.
Keep us honest.
I am prejudiced against mosquitoes.
You should be.
Yeah.
And wasps, mosquitoes, wasps, and ticks.
I had the squirrels had you have your overhang on your house, and it has like a vent grate there. They chew on that, so they chewed a hole in it. I had a dozen wasps in there. I backed the truck up a year or so ago when they were in there and had a nest. Boy, they come dropping out of there. I will with this chemical. If I spray my backyard enough, I will kill this. I will bring the cicadas that only come out every 13 years. I will bring them out of the tree early, but it takes 2 or 3 days to kill them since they're such a big bug.
Yeah, they're monsters.
They're a monster.
Yeah,
and it messes with their equilibrium of flight. It messes with their nervous system. If they see any movement There was a couple times that I went out the back door and they're on the tree after being sprayed. Now, this is like 2 or 3 days later. They just haven't died yet. They will eventually die. But they see the movement and they go, poof, hit you right in the chest. It's weird.
Oh, and you feel it from a cicada. Yeah.
You do.
Like,
it's as big as a locust. It's huge. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've caught cicadas before. They fascinate me. Like bugs fascinate me in general.
Yeah.
So I think
Do you know what a persimmon is? Do you know what a persimmon is? Have you ever eaten a persimmon?
Yeah, persimmon. Yeah.
Yeah. You never want to get a bitter one. That's green.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm moving back over there.
I just remember Sylvester saying sour persimmons all the time. That's sour persimmons.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to get back to work.
All right.
I was also drawing on something that can I show it real quick. It's kind of cool. It's for Fanta.
You can.
Or it's for a potential thing involving her. So
now, is Unconditional Shove going to be two stories like it was in the next one?
I'm actually planning more stories and shorter page counts on them. Like
I enjoy the short stories.
I do too.
Yeah.
I kind of wish I would have made more stories on the first one and less page count. So like the first story in Shove is a long short story.
Shadow.
Sorry guys, but I'm gonna have to get going, start getting dinner put together for the ladies. Logan, great to get a chance to talk to you, man. And I hope we can do it again.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see each other around one way or another. So
yeah. I'm sure Rex will be happy to have you on again.
Let's see that wonderful art. Ooh,
all right,
look at
later,
that.
Guys.
See you, Shadow.
See you, Shadow.
It's obviously a work in progress, but we're working on it. Whenever I come inside and I'm not too sweaty, I try to work on it. So that's a potential thing for something random as I'm working on. While you got me big, I could show you a quick page from like Shove 2. Just working on pages.
Shove 2. No spoilers here, folks.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to work it out from like a page.
Wow. Wait a minute. Wait.
Well, they're I'll say it.
Your artwork is visceral. It's got energy to it. You don't.
Oh, thanks, man.
You know, that's what I like about it. It's you don't suck the life out of it with the inks.
Yeah, that's one thing. I don't want it to look like clip art, and I think a lot of that is just using heavier shadow. You know, some really strong black, bold lines and stuff really does keep it from looking that. But also, I walk the fine line of like cartoony and realistic, so that it's like, I mean, to me, it feels comic book. It's like sometimes people are too cartoony and it looks like a cartoon. And sometimes people are too realistic, and it looks like you used too many models.
So you're trying to find a blend of the cartoon and the realistic in your style.
Yeah. So at times it's going to have a little more of one or the other, but like it always looks like a little bit of both. And I think that's what I like is like you're stepping into a comic book universe, but it's not a cartoon universe. It's a comic book universe, like John Buscema or even John Byrne. It seems pseudo-realistic, but it didn't look like real people. It looked like comic book people. It looked like a comic book world, and that's why I like. That's my kind of thing. So that's what I go for.
Well, what about? I'll just name one drop because I know I name drop one name to you because I'm curious about your take on him because it's right the opposite of what you were just saying. Alex Ross. What do you think?
I think he's extremely talented, but it's not really my cup of tea. So but I can see the talent, and some of his posing of his characters is overlooked. It's not just his ability to paint, but he has a real cool sense of composition and stuff like that. I appreciate that more than the actual image a lot of times, but it's not really my style. I love Frazetta. I'll gravitate towards that. It's not nearly as realistic looking as Alex Ross, but it has an energy.
It's
it
more
feels
visceral,
fantastic.
gritty.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It feels like you're stepping into a fantasy world, not like humans dressed up like superhero characters. So nothing against Alex Ross, and I know a lot of people like him. It's just not my style.
Yeah, well, I like that he's kind of, in my estimation, he's kind of like the step up for the realism of Neil Adams, where there you see the seams in the costume and stuff, and that's not been really exploited before. And so I do appreciate him for what he does, you know.
Yeah, and I'll never say he's
tell,
not good. You know?
you can tell he's a fan. And he's
That's
like
true.
George Perez. He likes to do every character out there. I mean, he had that Superpowers project where he was taking the public domain. And I mean, TNT Todd and some of these that you had never heard of, he drew them. The Twister, you know.
Yeah, well, I
mean,
think
they
that's
might
a
only
sign of
be one
arriving
appearance.
as a character, as Alex Ross is painting a drawing of the character. That means you're somehow arrived as a comic book character. It's I mean, I love Alex Ross for what he is. It's just not my preferred style.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And it was kind of the debate between Frazetta and Boris Vallejo. It was like Frazetta was better for the energy. Boris Vallejo looked like he had like posed some people and then painted them. And
yeah,
Ross sometimes is a little like that. But again, he's great at composition and his painting skills amazing. But yeah, it's not typically my style.
It's hard to get that fluidity where you don't kill the energy out of it, you know, where things don't look stiff and posed. There's a lot of artists that just cannot, that was the thing about Buscema. People would ink his stuff, especially the Conan stuff for the Savage Sword of Conan, and suck all the life out of it.
Yeah, occasionally. Like he had some good inkers that got it.
Occasionally, like Ernie Chan. When Ernie Chan inks you, you know it's an Ernie Chan because he's going to put his stamp on it. He was one of the better ones.
But he also did a lot of the pencil work for Conan as well. But you could tell he loved Conan. So again, it was that love of the character. And Ryan says here, Ross is very heavy on photo reference. And that's the thing. Like I rarely use reference unless I have to. For characters, people, I almost never use reference. I usually use it for vehicles and weaponry and things like that, where it's more technical. But
are you just working on Unconditional Shove right now, or do you have some other things planned?
Art-wise, I'm just working on Unconditional Shove. Kill Them Dead is something I'm writing with James, and that one we have a different art team, including Skunk Artworks, who is phenomenal. But that one I'm working on, but I'm just co-writing it with James, so it's a lot less pressure. Like drawing just takes so much time. So Unconditional Shove is the only sequential stuff I'm working on. I do random drawings here and there for various reasons, but yeah, I only have time for Unconditional Shove.
I'm hitting the button. I'm being respectful. There's just a couple things I need to clear out of the closet. That's all right.
Yes, I gotta go. Jason is right. If I don't hit the red eggs, we'll just keep talking. But
that's right, all week long. Well, keep collecting. Thank you, Odin, for coming on.
Thank you, Rex, for having me, man. We'll see you around, of course. And
anybody you get ready to launch. You get ready to launch. Just we'll
hit you up, man. Like we're gonna make the rounds here soon, so we'll definitely be hitting you up.
I like to hit somebody before they launch and then have them back on after they launch.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
so hit me up on the Twitterverse, man, and we'll set something up while it's still in sign up, and then we'll go from there. But anyone who's listening, if you have not signed up to Kill Them Dead, whether you like Indiegogo or you like Kickstarter, or you don't care, if you sign up on Indiegogo, you're going to get an MP3 download of one of the songs because there's music associated with this project. So if you sign up on Indiegogo, you get a free present just for signing up. It's free, so
I think
check
Jason
it out. Kill Them Dead.
Just wants to stream, and he didn't want me to overstream it. So
there's that.
Keep collecting. Take care, all.